Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Evan and this is Sense or Sense. And today I'm coming to you to give you yet another update about the Fidelity saga that's been going on for at least the last 4 to 5 months. I reached out to Fidelity today on chat and had a conversation with one of their representatives. I'm not going to share the actual chat information with you guys because I feel like that might be flagged for some reason due to copyright and whatnot. But I am going to read the transcript to you guys and tell you exactly what I did and did not find out. So I would appreciate you guys liking and subscribing to the channel. I'm bringing this all to you. As you can see over the last several months, I don't get any sponsorships. I don't put any links in my description of the videos for earning any kind of income at this point. So I would appreciate if you could do those things and hit the notification bell so that any future potential videos like this, you can get the information right away. So first of all, let's just recap real quickly in about another minute what's been going on. Fidelity back in August decided to lock down my account because I tried to make a deposit into my new cash management account. They flagged me for fraud. It took several days for me to get it straightened out, many hours on the phone, and they finally got it straightened out and I could use all my accounts. But keep in mind, they flagged all of my Fidelity accounts. They shut all of my accounts put it in basically lockdown mode. So I couldn't trade, I couldn't do any kind of contribution or withdrawals, anything like that. So fast forward another month and a half, I hadn't had any issues until I had deposited an actual check. Well, when I deposited the check, it all of a sudden said your funds are going to be held for 16 business days once it actually had been deposited. There was no warning to me before I made the deposit. That's the key issue here. Fidelity never gave me a warning about that deposit being held for 16 business days. They never sent me any kind of email afterwards. It just said being held. And when I reached out to them, they said, oh yes, this is in response to some fraud that we've had over the summer. We're sorry about this. Hopefully this won't last very long. Well, fast forward another month or so, we're getting into November, December, still having these issues. One of my videos went not viral, but it has over 2,000 views now, which is about 20 times as many views as a lot of my other videos. So for me, it was very viral. But what it talked about was how you can avoid this, how you can avoid depositing money into Fidelity, and the main without having a hold of 16 days. The main takeaway from that was that you need to push money from your external sources. What I mean by that is if you have a Chase bank account, you use Chase to push the money to Fidelity. Do not have Fidelity request the money or pull the money from somewhere like Chase. That's how you avoid this in most circumstances. Now, some of my viewers have said this has not helped. I've suggested that if that does not help, that you go to Fidelity's fraud team. You ask to speak to one of their fraud experts, fraud team members, and you ask them for their help to try to determine what is going on with your individual circumstance. I've had a lot of people say they've been able to essentially push money from bank accounts. I've also had success with depositing money into one of my regular individual brokerage accounts via a push from Chase. And then I've moved it from my individual brokerage account around into other accounts in my Fidelity. So internal transfers have not caused any red flags, have not locked up any of my accounts. So that's what I know so far. And the response from Fidelity has basically been the same ever since as far as me following up with them. Well, today I got a little bit of a different response. So let's talk about that a little bit. Bear with me here. I'm going to discuss what has been chatted with me, and I'm going to be reading it verbatim so that there's no mincing of any words. So I said, they said, thanks for chatting with us today. Happy to help you with that information. Anything else we'd like to talk about? And I said, no. And the question was, are there still 16 business day holds on deposits, check deposits, deposits coming into Fidelity? And the response is, there are still longer hold times in place. You will see a warning when you go to do a deposit by electronic funds transfer to check. Wires are unaffected and will still be the same or next business day per usual. So this is critical to understand. They're saying now that when you go to deposit a check or you try to pull funds across using the Fidelity app or Fidelity desktop software, that there should be a warning that pops up saying that there will be a hold on these assets for up to 16 business days. So that is different. I've never had that confirmed by Fidelity before, and that is definitely different. So let's go on. I said this has been going on for 4+ months. I was told by someone at Fidelity it would stop soon back a couple of months ago. Their response to that was, and I also said it makes the functionality of the cash management account not worth as much for the end user. Their answer is, we don't have a definitive time frame for when deposit process times will return to normal, but we are working on it diligently and hopeful it will be soon. Until then, if there are any funds that you need available for immediate withdrawal, once they reach your account, you will still have the option to send a wire. So again, a wire transfer is the only response that they have to this. If you try the mobile deposit and see if it gives you the warning of the long hold times, then you will know if it is still in effect. We regret that these measures have had to be taken. The fraud of the last nearly half of a year has definitely rocked the industry. Okay, so that's their official response. They go on to, I went on and asked them, I said, so this is the only way Fidelity is providing a heads up to their long-term customers, is a simple warning before making a deposit. There is no email being sent over or letter being sent over to describe the issue in greater detail or apologize. I find this behavior to be non-standard in the industry, and I'm shocked at this point and how this is played out without any apologies from Fidelity. Written apology in the form of a letter or email or both is what I'm asking for. And interestingly enough, their response was, we're unable to generate a letter of that description. Is there anything else I can help you with? There's the key right there. Their legal team has locked them down and said, please do not do anything of that sort. It could create problems, and that's the way I read that. I asked the question about, is this the only way a customer will find out if there is a hold by trying to submit a deposit and having it tell you via the app? Their response you would also be alerted if you attempt to deposit by check or EFT on the website. So they're telling you anytime that you're trying to make a deposit into your account, you should be warned about this holding time. That's different than what they said before. Before they just said it's a case-by-case decision. Our fraud team is investigating. So they have made slight inroads. It still doesn't mean it's a good situation, but they have made slight inroads. I said, okay, is there anything else Fidelity can tell me to try and avoid any further issues with depositing money right now? And their response was, hold on, bear with me a second. Their response is to circle back. You do have the option of sending a wire if you're looking to have funds available immediately. Would you like us to provide the wiring instructions? I said, sure. The wiring instructions are, and you can find them via their website, is JP Morgan Chase, New York. Routing number is 021000021 for credit for National Financial Services, LLC. And then the account number is 066196-221. And then for the benefit of your name, for final credit to your Fidelity brokerage account number. So you can look that up and they'll tell you. It says you can also find this information online accessing a link. I'll put the link in the description of this video below. And then we ended our conversation. That's effectively what we talked about via the chat. So this is what I want to tell you guys at this point. Fidelity has no time frame for when this is going to end. That's what I've determined. They've pretty much told us that it was going to end shortly. That hasn't happened. It's been closing in on 5 months now. And it's getting pretty ridiculous that they can't tell us anything more than this. But it is what it is. I'm not sure what else we can do about it. I just try to continue to bring you more information about this. I hope this information helped today. I hope that you guys are having a good start to your new year. I would appreciate you, again, liking and subscribing to the channel, leaving me a comment below. Let me know that this is useful information to you. I appreciate it all, and thanks for the continued support. See you next time.